Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I hope y'all can see and hear me good. I've been having problems with my throat chakra, that's why I'm drinking this tea. All of us have problems with a certain chakra. It's always been the throat chakra for me. So I'm out here drinking my tea. I just wanted to come and do a collective reading. I know a lot of y'all have been seeing my readings on my social media, but I wanted to come and do one through video so y'all can really get the energy. A lot of us are going through karmic changes. A lot of people are dealing with karma right now for some reason. It seems like that's the common energy in the universe right now. A lot of people are learning from cycles, people, places, things, behaviors, limiting beliefs. I'm gonna have to find a better spot because this traffic is just, I cannot. But okay, let's get started. So I asked the universe and I asked spirit, what is it that we need to know, the collective needs to know. So the Four of Forces Spring came out. Four of Forces Spring, and it was clarified by 32, the 8th house, endings and beginnings. So what I'm getting from this is that a lot of us are going through karmic changes. A lot of stuff are ending, a lot of things are beginning, but for me this is good endings and good beginnings because you got the spring. See, if this was the autumn, it'll be a little bit concerning, but being that it's springtime, you know, I'm loving it. It's a lot of endings and beginnings that we've pushed for ourselves. You know that the job that you're in, you didn't really like. It wasn't resonating with you, it wasn't your purpose, so you did something about it. You ended that cycle, going into a new cycle. And the next card is Major Arcana 2, the Akashic Library. I don't know if y'all can see that, the Akashic Library. If you don't know anything about the Akashic Records, it basically goes back to the Book of Life. The Akashic Records is basically pretty much energetically a record of past, present, and future, past lives, present life, future lives. It's all there. So that card was clarified by the 51 Mercury retrograde reinvention card. And if you don't know about retrogrades, when a planet is in retrograde, it basically changes direction and goes back. So for you all to get the Akashic Library card clarified by the Mercury retrograde, is just basically saying that you're going back inside of yourself, getting that information, going inside of yourself, figuring out what you want to do, who you want to be, and just really going inside of yourself. And I think that was triggered by these endings and beginnings. Some of these endings and beginnings were forced, some was by choice, but either way it go, however it came, it was very transformative. It was a major moment in your life. And basically, yeah, we just going back inside of ourselves, going back into, you know, what we really want, and figuring out what we really want. The next row we got the Six of Forces, the Waterfall, clarified by Mercury, the mind. So it's very significant to get Mercury and Mercury retrograde. So it's basically matters of the heart too. And then this waterfall upright is good because it's saying that your mind is flowing now. So by you going back inside of yourself and really figuring out what you want to do and who you want to be, and learning those lessons and learning from those cycles and ending those cycles and beginning anew, you're starting to think clearly now. It's becoming to flow. Yeah, your mind and thoughts and ideas you're starting to flow. And it was because you took time to go inside of yourself and really figure out what you wanted to do. And again, that could have been triggered by some endings and beginnings of things, whether it was by choice or by force. I asked what the overall energy was, and it is 6 of Scrolls, the Sands of Time, and that is clarified by 1 of Scrolls, On Track. So basically it's just saying take your time. Take your time, you're on the right track. Don't rush the process. The healing process is not something that you can just rush. Also, I'm getting with this read, some of some of you is going through all of this right now. Others, this is past, present, and you know, it probably took longer in this journey. So you had a period of time, maybe months, 4 months or whatever, of ending things, getting rid of people, getting rid of energy in your life that really wasn't serving you your purpose. It was good endings and good beginnings. And then because of that, you decided to go into yourself and just really figure out what you want to do. Take time to yourself in Wusa. And because of that, it gave you time and gave you the energy and gave you the opportunity to really go within your mind, and you started to flow. Your mind started to flow. The Akashic Library card could also be a lot of you, some of you are writers out there. You might be writing a book. It might be good to write in a journal, which is also good, because when you write in a journal, any type of writing, or blogging, or writing a book, it forces you to really articulate your words and articulate your thought. So it really gives you a time to go inside of your mind, and that makes those juices flow. So again, some of you, you're going through all of this now. Others is periods of time. I ended some things. I went inside myself. I became a hermit and went inside, took time to myself. That allowed me to be able to really go in my mind and figure out what I wanted to do and get my mind flowing. And then Spirit is saying it's okay. Take the time that you need because you are on the right track. So that's really the reading. And then I wanted to pull from the Shaman deck, and I asked, what is it that the collective needs to know for their healing, to heal this? And we got 20 flow, which is, for me, before I even read it, because I would like to read this, basically just means to surrender. Take your time. You're on the right track. Just surrender the process. Don't try to force stuff. Don't try to rush the process. Take your time, surrender. And a lot of times when we surrender, we allow the universe and allow God to move in and work. Because I'm not saying that you have, because it's a waterfall. So it's going to flow. Things are going to flow. And you'll see in this flow card, in the flow card, there's water, and then you got the waterfall. So things are going to flow. It's not going to be something that, stepping into your purpose is not going to be something that is going to have to be forced or really take too much of a work, because this is destiny. This is in your Akashic Library. This is your journey. You just need to be able to do the healing process and then surrender the rest to God, to the universe, your higher power, because you are on the right track. Take your time. But again, a lot of people are going through these karmic endings and beginnings and karmic cycles, and I don't know, it's just something in the universe. People, I think it's a good thing, because people are realizing their cycles, realizing where they're just doing the same thing over and over again, being around the same people, just doing the same energies. Ooh, these bugs, doing the same energies. So we're learning from that. We're moving forward. Take your time. You're on the right track. The energy of this reading is energy of 8, which is Scorpio energy, which is a water sign. So just let it flow. A lot of you may have been emotional, but it's okay. Take time to yourself. Take your time. You're on the right track. My spiritual sister Eleanor, we basically had the same reading with a lot of people going through these Akashic and Karmic lessons. For her, she picked up the energy of people that really didn't want the healing, but if they didn't do the healing, it's not gonna be good. For me, I'm picking up the energies of the people that have made a conscious decision that they want to heal. They're stepping into that, and I think this is just really encouragement to keep going and to take your time. You're on the right track again, and just take your time and surrender. So that's it. I hope y'all resonated with that. Oh, I wanted to read Flow real quick. So from the Shaman healing deck. So it says, there's a natural movement of events in the world. You can see it in phenomena such as the tide, the flow of oceans and rivers that rise up from the earth that flow to the sea. The symbol of flow represents the effortless and natural movement toward a certain destination, your destiny. It signifies an ability to gracefully move around obstacles and reminds you of the sense of allowing. Now the invitation, since the flow card was upright, when flow comes to visit, it's a sign that your intentions have been in motion. Now's the time to allow nature to run its course. Surrender. You are being called to effortless movements in the path of least resistance. It's like being within music, flowing within partnership. Think of the artist who creates with skill or craft, calling creativity up from the soul and bringing it to life without effort. You are called to be like a river, knowing the fulfillment of destiny is assured. Enjoy the ride. So again, you're like a river, you're like a waterfall. It's just going to flow. You're not going to have to fight for this. Now you do need to do your healing journeys so you can end and clear out, you know, low vibrational negative energies, because once you clear all that stuff out, you make room for your blessings, you make room for your destiny and your life purpose. So that's it, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm going to be doing some more. If you want personal readings, you can DM me or visit my website, www.ajhightower.com. If you like these nice handmade bracelets, Dalmatian Jasper, Tiger's Eye, Carnelian, we do make these handmade amongst other things. You can check out at www.seedchildrenofmood.com. www.seedchildrenofmood.com. Love you, love and light, surrender and service, and y'all have an awesome day, awesome full moon, and that's it.